Let's talk parenting and denial. Many years ago, when my son was a teenager, I was coming up the stairs on a Sunday evening and I smelled the most intense smell of alcohol. And it was like halfway up the stairs. His room was down the hallway. I have no idea why I smelled this, other than it was just overpowering. So I was alarmed and I immediately went to his room. And he was laying on his bed and we had a discussion and I was just like, something smells not right here. Like it really doesn't smell right. And he pretended at the time to be offended that, I think he would thought I was talking about like BO, but I wasn't talking about it. There was just something that was really off about it. And I kind of wrote it off, although it hit my mom meter enough that I did go through his room a couple days later. And I'm not one who typically would do that, but the situation was so bothersome to me. It just was like, something's not right here. In my search, I ended up finding like a wine cooler bottle under his bed, which sounds really weird. Like there is no way I could possibly have smelled alcohol down the hallway, on the stairs, so far away from his room, but it was super, super intense. Now, come to find out many years later while he's in treatment that he was actually brewing wine in his closet. Suffice it to say that I think when we know something on some level, our intuition is telling us something as a parent, and yet we don't necessarily want to see it, denial can be extremely powerful. All that being said, I don't know if I would have been able to change the trajectory of what my son experienced in his alcoholism if I had done anything different. That's not an excuse for me not realizing sooner that there was a problem. It's just for me to say that I think where there's a will, there's a way. And he was using alcohol to cope with feelings that I didn't know about until much later. So my advice to you is, if you are seeing things that don't line up and you're trying to tell yourself that everything's okay, listen to your intuition and work past that denial so that you can get to help and assistance and whatever you need quicker.